Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is just going to be a really quick Q&A video, nothing too amazing. So if you want to check out a really cool video, go check out that one where we go to a Chinese wedding feast. It's a very cool video. But anyway, this video is going to be interesting. I talk about a few questions that I've been asked in the past few months and stuff just on YouTube and other things. So let's get right into it. So the first question is, why do we live in China, like me and my family and stuff? Pretty much just my parents and stuff moved into Hong Kong 25 years ago, so a long time ago, and then they moved here to Dali, China mainland about 10 years ago now, exactly. Yeah, 10 years this year. And so I was just kind of born into it, and that is why I live here. What do you do for school in China? Well, I'm homeschooled, so my parents teach me and help me out with that stuff. But a lot of our curriculum, or pretty much all of it, comes from the States. So we just bring books back whenever we come back. And that was another one. How often do you go back and visit the States and stuff like that? We go back, or try to go back, around every 2.5 to 3 years. Since we're back there for around 6 months generally. It's around 2.5 years and then 6 months in the States, and then we come back to China. So yeah, every 3 years. Now, where in China do you live? I live in Dali, China. It's in Yunnan province, kind of down south a little bit, or kind of over here, and if you're looking at a map. Very cool place, very beautiful, and very touristic. So there are definitely seasons where it gets a little crazy around here. Have you ever thought of what your life would be like if you guys were in America compared to China? I can't say I really have, because this is life here. This is all I've ever known. So, not really, nope. I figure this is life, and there's not changing it. So, yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about that, but it would be really very, very different, I am sure, because there's a lot of experiences living overseas that people back in the States or in other foreign countries just have no idea about. Is there a chance that you will go back to the States for the college or university? Yes, probably. I'm looking at a tech school right now, which I will probably do. So not necessarily college, but yeah. Are you and your brothers or sisters fluent in Chinese? No. We've never really studied. We've studied a little bit with some of our school, but not in depth very much. We know enough to get around. We know a lot of the stuff you use out on the street, like if you're going to buy something or that sort of thing, but we don't know how to write very much. I don't know how to speak that much. I can understand, of course, a lot more than I can speak and write, but I can't read or write or speak that much. So no, we're not really fluent. It would be really nice if we were, because it would be super, super helpful just to know a lot more about it and be able to read signs and menus and stuff, but we just haven't taken time to learn. Except for we've obviously learned the stuff we really need because we live here. So I'd say we know that much, not very much really, but we do know enough to get around, and that's what's important. I know some people who have lived in China for quite a few years, and they don't hardly know enough to get around, so it's kind of it's got to be hard for them, I think. What video editing software do you use? Generally, I use Adobe Premiere. I know it's a very expensive program, but thankfully I have an uncle who gave us a copy, so that's been very nice to use. I think it's a little bit one of the older ones, not too old, but it works very nice and has some very cool options. So that's what I've been using recently. I did start using Windows Movie Maker, and that's definitely doable. It just does not have all the options that I like to use now that I'm getting into photography and videography a little bit more. So I think that about does it, though. I don't see any more questions here. Since I'm not that popular, I don't get too many questions, but I do get a few. So I thought I'd just do this. And be sure to check out the sport video. I'll link it in the description. I just did last week. It was a lot of fun with friends. We have to eat these Chinese snacks if we lose, and some of them were not very good. So yeah, anyways, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, because China is an awesome place and there's a lot of cool stuff around here. So stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you next time. Bye.